Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, YouTubers. This is Jerry Diamond with How to Get Out of Babylon. And good evening, Baxter Howard, new subscriber there. Like I said, I always go to their channel and check him out. He's got 2 subscribers. So give him a little shout out here. Don't know what he's up to. I mean, if he's doing videos. So pretty minimal, 3 subscribers. That's because I'm subscribed to him now. You know, so you get to take a look at it. I'd take a look at and see what they're into. Hopefully not into anything weird. pH learned that. Didn't have to do it. I was hoping that was pH water, but that's like Photoshop stuff. So, anyway, you can see Pastor Joe, Viking Preparedness, Shofar Mountain, Active Mercy, Vigilant Christian, Servants of Jehovah, Torah Life. So he's a Yahuderic, okay, the Jonathan Clacton, strange character, quite the character, Dutch sense. So he's pretty much aware of stuff, what's going on. So that's his subscriptions and playlists, nothing great. And I went through a bunch of these, and I didn't really, just general research stuff. So. But he also wrote me, so that's one of the main reasons I was going to touch base on this. Ow. Please don't do that. It moved on me. Don't do that. I didn't want to go to Yahoo wireless home shopping service, and it is. All right. There we go. Home whatever. Okay, so first letter, he said, hello, brother, I don't even know your name, but came across your channel, saw these emails in a comment. I guess my email address. My name is Baxter, and I'm wondering if I can ask you questions about life in the Ozarks as a follower of the truth. I love this. AKA the protagonist of the Bible, really named Yahusha, commonly known as Jesus Christ. Well, that's pretty cool. So any insight you would have would help. Let me know if I can proceed with some questions. Peace, brother. So. And I said, ask away. My whole life is based upon Yahusha, Yahweh, and Yeshua calling his remnant to this great end times gathering for the wedding feast of the Lamb. I'm here to answer questions, help you plan and relocate here, unless you're already here, in which case you can still ask questions. So, call me whatever. So he says, this was just in the last 9:59. About an hour ago. Blessings to you, Brother Jerry. Hallelujah. I'm so glad y'all made our paths cross. So I'm not there, but I'm stumbling across interesting things that may be drawing me into ending up there, y'all willing. Do you believe in the rapture is biblical, pre-trib, post-trib, or what? Last year has been a crazy time of growth, thankfully, and originally the pre-trib rapture was a staple of my faith. But now I'm not as sure as I was, and I don't know why. What is your understanding here? And I love this. Are followers of the truth about to be whisked away to the wedding, or should I buy some land if I can and get a gun? Okay, easily answered there. What are the different parts of the Ozarks? I feel drawn to Arkansas, but is it true that Ozarks include 3 or 4 states? What is your story and where did you come from? Well, I'm going to go into that. That won't be an answer tonight, obviously. From to end up in the Ozarks, what are your thoughts and opinions about it all? What is good in your eyes? What is bad? Are most of the people away from towns, cities, followers of the truth, or is it 50-50 or some mix? Or not so many folk at all out there that know the way? I guess I mean, are there only a handful of people that know Yahusha, or what? Is it a social culture, like neighbors typically want to get to know each other? Or is it keep to one's own business, like I imagine? Peace, Baxter. So, I'm not going to get into all those questions tonight. Some of them are like pretty short. Do you believe the rapture is biblical? Well, let's look at it this way. I think most people are of the mindset that no, it's not. But, if you believe in the rapture and you don't do anything to prepare and you don't get raptured, you're in deep kamich. That's what happened in World War II. A lot of Christians were told, oh yeah, You're going to get raptured before tribulation. You're not going to go through no tribulation. They shipwrecked. They died on the vine. They were lied to, and they gave up their faith. So Corrie ten Boom speaks of that very strongly. Detests the teaching of the rapture. But let's say the rapture is true, and you don't believe in it. So you're into preparedness. You're into helping people, and it happens. Oh well. So a few of your preps weren't needed. But here's one. A friend of mine makes this point. If you believe in the rapture, you should still do preparedness because you believe that your family and your friends and a lot of people you love are going to be left behind when you're taken away. So someone who is of that mindset should be even more into preparedness than someone who does not believe in the rapture. You know, because most people don't believe in the rapture. Okay, well, I'm here. I'm doing what I can do to help other people. I plan on being here when the shit hits the fan, and I'm going to keep helping people. But if I believed in the rapture, I would feel that it would be more important for me to work even harder and have even more stuff stocked up and left behind for those people I love. Now, if you don't love anybody and you're just a selfish piece of human excrement, then don't bother, you know. And unfortunately, most Christians are just, they're really not believers. I've made a statement in my last video, you know. One of the proofs of true Christianity to me is disinterested benevolence. Are you interested in helping other people at your own expense and to your own hurt? So, what did Messiah say? Take up your cross and follow me. Die daily. Die to yourself daily. You know, he that seeks to save his life shall lose it. Let those words sink in. I didn't say that. That's it. The man that you, every one of you listening to me, the man that you claim is your Savior, told you that if you try to save your life, you'll lose it. But he that seeks to lose his life for my sake shall find it. The people that spend themselves in the cause of the gospel and spend themselves in the cause of helping other people are true believers. Enough on that one, off that soapbox. Think about it. So, enough on that one. That's my understanding there. Are followers of the truth about to be whisked away to the wedding, or should I buy some land if I can and get a gun? Well, I think I already answered that one. I would say get some land and get a gun. Come on out. The water's fine. Different parts of the Ozarks. 3 or 4 states. Yeah, absolutely. Most of it in Missouri. I've got a lot of videos on that. Baxter, just take a look at them. I have a whole series called Maps of the Ozark Plateau. How to get to Goshen. And that's specifically on the maps and covering the area. I did a comparison between two major regions in the country are huge as far as where people are gathering to, and one is here in the Ozarks, and the other one is the what's called the readout states, up in the Pacific Northwest, Cascadia, Wyoming, Idaho, Montana, eastern Oregon, and eastern Washington. So I did a presentation, a series, about 14 or 15 videos called the Ozark Plateau Refugium, which I consider it to be. Look the word up. Very important. Refugium means a place where a species or a group of species can survive in the face of extinction in the surrounding areas. That is what the Ozark Plateau is. Geologically, demographically, geographically, demographically, everything. It's bordered by rivers, and it has its own water source under the entire Ozark Plateau. Look up a map of the Ozark Plateau. It's a diamond shaped. My last name is Diamond. Easy to remember that for me. And most women can remember Diamond because it's their best friend. Ha ha ha. And then the map of the aquifers underlying the Ozark Plateau, it exactly matches the uplifted place of the Ozark Plateau itself. Be one of the last places in this country for water. The Ogallala aquifer is going dry. Okay, it's disappearing. So get a clue, people. That tornado looking, it actually looks like a tornado. I don't know. I don't know why I never saw that before. But what it used to be called Tornado Alley looks like a tornado. The aquifer looks like a tornado. The actual Tornado Alley is like an inverted tornado, upside down tornado. I think probably because of the electrical. I don't know. It's just kind of a conjecture on my part that something electrical about where the tornadoes would occur would be the opposite of where the water was. But anyway, long story. That aquifer is going dry. That means Colorado, New Mexico, South Dakota, Texas, Kansas, Nebraska, Oklahoma, a lot of those regions are not going to have any water for farming, drinking, nothing. So, I mean, it's getting scarce. All right. Not the subject, sorry about that. Moving right along. So, most of the Ozark Plateau is in southwestern Missouri, about 40, 50, 60 counties. 12 counties, 12 to 15, 20 counties in Arkansas and northwest Arkansas, and then northeast Oklahoma, 5, 6, 7 counties, and then in southeast Kansas, 5 to 10 counties. So theoretically, up to 90 counties. Circular area in the River Valley Basin, 60-ish, 60 to 90 counties. So, yep, 4 states definitely. Different parts of the Ozarks. Okay, what is your story? That's another time and another place. Started out in Colorado, spent 4 years in Kansas as boot camp for Missouri. My wife called it getting used to ticks, chiggers, humidity, ice storms in January, and snowstorms in March. So, yep. Long story, and I'm just about to start reading my book. I want to do it with some slide presentations, screenshots, and whatnot. So, and that's going to take some time to put it together. I've also have read online, if you want to listen to me read the story about asteroid strike in Florida. We interrupt this program. And then a much longer, much more detailed, much in-depth, and much better. Because that one was just an online story. The other one was written as a novel, written online. It was like an internet publishing sensation because people hung on this guy's words. It was the first time, I think, that happened. Triple-Aught was the original title of James Wesley, Rawls' book, Patriots. Yeah, whatever. I think it happened with him too. But Lights Out has probably had, I don't know. They say 3 million. Well, yeah, right. Probably more like 30 to 50 million downloads. I don't know. All right. Are most of the people away from towns and cities followers of the truth? No idea. A lot of people here. I would say that this is just my silly wild ass guess swag. When it comes to feast days, there's probably a couple thousand places that you could opt to go to. There's quite a few very large ones, probably 10, 15, 20 really large ones, Branson area. Arnold Murray has a huge congregation. I mean, there's a lot of different backgrounds, a lot of different backgrounds. Like everybody in the world is coming here to celebrate feast days, so that's an open-ended question. But people are by and large nice and friendly, helpful. In different neighborhoods is different, people kind of tend to, hey, I came out here to be left alone, and that's kind of what I want to do, but they're willing to help. You pull over, tire problem, somebody's going to stop and help 9 times out of 10 pretty quick. When I was in Branson, I've said before that if I pulled out to There could be a line of traffic from out of sight. You pull up from a motel or something to get out into traffic. Nobody cuts you off. Nobody gets mad. One car might go past. The second one's going to let you in. That was my experience. I never heard a horn honk. I never saw a cop. I never saw an accident. It's pretty awesome. I thought it was pretty neat. So, family type town, so it's pretty clean and everything. Social culture. Yeah, I already answered that one. Yeah. Typically want to get to know each other. I do. I mean, that's just me, But now in the neighborhood we're in, mostly older people, retired, and just kind of leave me alone. But I put up a sign. I need air, and the next day a guy pulled up and said, "Hey, his mom lives right across the street." She called her son and said, "Hey." He goes, "What do you need, Mom?" He goes, "I don't need anything, but the guy across the street needs a jump." That was it. I needed a jump. Boom. He was there. So. The neighbor up the street, I needed another one a few days later, and he came right down with a battery pack, and we had to put the battery pack on and jump it from his truck. So yeah, pretty people are friendly, definitely. So all right, that's about it. Hallelujah, buddy. Thank you. There you go. More later. This is trying to get a couple more things done tonight. So I believe that's about all I really wanted to say there. Like I said, look at the videos. We'll go to my playlist. I've got like 650 playlists, pushing probably 600 videos now. And be praying for me. I appreciate it. Almost every one of my videos, I have a little thing there about, if anybody can donate, type thing. PayPal or, Walmart, whatever, I mean, I'm basically, I have enough income to cover basic bills. But I want to do a lot of things. I want to do research and development still. I mean, it's just in my blood. I admitted the other night, I confessed my sin. I spent money that I shouldn't have, or whatever. But I wanted to test some products, for other people and to stock them up. I'll when I buy something, I bought like 20 or 30 of these things. These things are trick. I want to have them available for when they're search and rescue teams. Female urinary devices. There's no reason for a woman to go out. There's going to be daughters out with other people. There's going to be wives out. We saw it in Lights Out. One of the scenes where they almost got in a big, massive firefight was because a woman was taking a leak. She was out in bushes and she had her pants down, and they startled her. They were doing double timing to get back to their place. It was getting dark. And she screamed, and her husband came out loaded for bear. He's about ready to start shooting. So, all because of, she didn't have a female urinary device. She could have just quietly went behind the tree, right, like with on the other side of her husband, and, watered the bushes, watered the tree, watered the tire. I mean, so I've stocked up stuff. That's what I do. I mean, I have ordered probably 1,000 of these things, literally, at least, because I got them 300 at a time back when. And I actually bought an entire huge bag of them when they're supposed to be mine, but they got, either used or lost or something. So I should have somewhere. I should have 100 of these. But anyway, there's inexpensive things that we can do, and I'm doing that as much as I can. I'm not doing it for myself. I'm not doing any of this research for myself. I mean, I do need to, take care of myself better, yeah. But it's just you get drained. A lot of times I'm tired. People say, "Well, you're pretty grumpy." And like, well, yeah, you try getting 4 hours sleep and then going and driving all day in the heat and going shopping and doing stuff and, and spending money that you really don't have and, getting things for somebody that really doesn't care or isn't grateful. And, I mean, yeah, you might be grumpy too, I was basically just tired. I wasn't not really grumpy, I don't think. And I didn't really even notice that I was grumpy. But I'll go back and listen to the video someday. The video I did on a storage shed, Dirksen building. I just did it because I was there. I'm trying to get information out to people. What I sound like, sorry. Try living on 4 hours sleep for a week at a time or something. It's not easy. And I'm not in any kind of physical shape to be doing it. Not that I've done that recently. I mean, I really trying to, everybody knows, trying to get to bed before midnight. But I'm trying to stay alive long enough to where somebody actually gets here to actually help me do something. That's what I'm trying to do, and that's difficult. So, but I listened to a phenomenal video tonight. I don't do a really short video to it. A shout out to Buckin' Billy Ray Smith. What a guy. Not a believer, you know, but some logger up in Canada, but I'll tell you what, he's got such a positive attitude. And it's about the time that he almost died in the bush. He was out felling trees up in wherever, Canada somewhere. And he got hit by one, just hammered. His bones, his two leg bones got broken so fast, so clean, so hard, that they said it looked like somebody had cut them clean with a hacksaw. I mean, this tree hit him so hard and so fast that it just went crack, just clean cut. Wow. Anyway, neat guy. Love him, you know. Love to see him. He had a hard time explaining things. He had a hard time talking through it. So, but point I'm bringing up here that it has to do with this one is, you know, I just, yeah, I whine way too much, so I'll try to stop. Here's a guy that almost died twice, at least twice, dropping trees and laying in bed for 7 months, feeling totally useless to his family. You know, not being able to go to the bathroom by himself and just whatever, you know, just a horrific pain that he doesn't ever talk about and stuff. So, yeah. No whining. No bitching, pissing, moaning, or whining. So, anyway, cool. All right, a little bit more on how'd I get here sometime later. I'm going to be doing my story, my 1,000 bunny trail story, so you can look forward to that, sir. All right, Baxter, good to have you aboard. Thank you. Yahweh bless everyone. Bye-bye.